you think of our discussion on the desk, Chad, ex-player? What are your thoughts?
I think Fnatic have a chance. I agree with Yanko. FaZe aren't looking tough at the moment. Look, sure, they bullied their way through in the best of ones. The best of three, not great. I think that this one can go the distance, but I still have FaZe edging it at the end.
Alex, quick thoughts from you?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to see Fnatic return to their former glory, but it's been a slippery slope for a while now.
All right, yeah. Well, so
Goodbye,
have they,
gentlemen.
mate. Let's see if they can do it. Have a great game.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I am intrigued to see not only whether or not FaZe kind of dust themselves down and get themselves locked into a what should be a shoe-in, or if Fnatic can take down a bigger name. As you've highlighted, Chad, it's not necessarily been the most notable names in their head-to-head so far.
I think this has been a huge win for Fnatic, trying to return to the top of the Counter-Strike pyramid.
Oh, Nork's done some filthy things with his USP in the past, and not today on the way in. Yeah, he's overwhelmed by Frozen. Doesn't get one, he'd have loved that, but instead it's going to be a free bomb plant for FaZe. Post plant to be set up 3, walking in from B main side, so it's not comfortable, and Karrigan's tucked in nicely.
Yeah, off angle, hopefully good for 1. Oh, they've gone wide.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for that wider angle, and they do clear him, so we'll be 4v4 on the way back in. Smoke available for Crims. Jul Beretta's on Blame. What can he do? Nice work from Rain. Solid hold from Rain. Gets 2. Smoked off now, and still Rain hits the headshots. It's all Rain. Makes them go away. 4 kills, quad kill for the Norwegian.
Beautiful start, and when we were covering off the Falcons matchup on Nuke just the other day, Rain was very sharp and Frozen too, hitting every shot and then more in a game that ended up extremely close. Remember that 1v3 clutch he never should have won?
I do. Didn't know what to do.
Do as well, and they're currently playing for their tournament live over on the secondary stream with Harry and Hugo up against GamerLegion, who had a laboured affair against the Czech representation of Unity yesterday. But FaZe will kick things off with the pistol. Fnatic will follow up with a full eco. And a full A stack, so we'll see how FaZe fill this one out. 2 players searching B, 1 middle and 2 over towards T stairs, so no aggressive maneuvers. But we can run you through the pieces of this Fnatic puzzle. Obviously, Blame, the desk spent time talking about him and how he's got that crazy rating of this RMR so far. But Crims, 16 majors for him, was back in the very first, but in the LGB jersey, and then has been essentially wearing Fnatic ever since. Body, he's been to a bunch under the G2 banner. Nork, well, one of the remnants of the Bleed roster, getting to get this Fnatic opportunity. I think it's fortunate that he found himself here replacing Afro. And Natus, who I actually think as an individual does have a bright future.
Yeah, MOUZ Natus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's got their quirks, Shui's got the rubber chicken. Karrigan's got his crystals.
It just feels like a safety blanket,
and
though.
that's his safety blanket.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think the rubber chicken and the crystals are a version of that?
Well, yeah, but they didn't have them since they were about 4 years old.
Yeah.
Natus looks like he's been sleeping with his mouse pad.
Yeah, it's got different generations of Natus in the fabric.
Yeah, well, it's at least 7 years old. It's been through a whole new man. Hey, there's some eco farming.
Yeah, it would have been nice for the back 10 to get involved. Poor guy doesn't even get the chance to farm up some extra cash. But regardless, FaZe 2 losses, but 2 rounds as they convert that anti-eco.
Yeah, decent value for money because they only invested that P250. So a couple of kills ain't too shabby. FaZe will piece together their purchases, drop the AKs across. Frozen, the only one light on regarding utility. But that is a big problem for that of Fnatic.
So what's the first gun round called by Karrigan? Throws out that deeper dark smoke thrown by Rain. And they start quite postured towards B. Wow, so yeah, Rop's responsible for a lot of the map. Karrigan the same in mid.
But look at the setup from Fnatic. Nobody's starting A. Crimson Blame mid and 3 towards the B side. So ready for something from FaZe early.
Info, Body needs to get himself tucked in because, ooh, nearly got a chance there, Natus. Re-peeking in is a brave endeavor and punished for it. Despite that, though, significant damage dealt to Frozen and Brokey.
I like that. That's just aim map. Just contact in and take the duel. Harassed with nades. Now Blame with the flash.
Oh, wow. Rops was fully blind there. Hand over the eyes. Blame F unable to find the bullets. And Rain down to Body. A nice brave reaggress from the CTs. Regardless, a man disadvantage. And receding out of mid, despite taking full doors, Robs and Karrigan have pieced out.
Yeah, it can still go wrong. Frozen and Brokey are quite low. Now an aggressive gambit from Fnatic crawling through water. And they might cut them off at the pass. The bomb's still postured outside of B, so they've completely evacuated the other side of the site. How much info can the in-game leader get? Rops, the bodyguard, twice for Finn. And now Carrigan chimes in, just Crims, A holder, B's open for business, 4v1 situation. And the veteran Swede might just have to save.
Two different elements to that round from FaZe Clan. Like you highlighted the kind of contact opening towards B, just saying, all right, we go in, we search, and we see what we get.
It's very premeditated. It's not default at all. It's they're looking to harass and take those type of duels.
And then that cut of noise as well. You know, you essentially get the info and then group up and start searching elsewhere. The two of them partner up. Rop's very quick on the draw, despite, you know, having an element of surprise there on Body's Canal's push. Looking good, and I assume Rops is going to be at the tip of everyone's tongue in terms of a player to watch. That rating, when it popped up on screen, was alarming, albeit only after.
Yeah, that's an in-game leader rating, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if he shows up, Fnatic are going to have a tough day at the office. And two important kills there, both times bodyguarding Carrigan. So beautiful work from Rops. And we'll call it a 3-0 start as Crims does retain the Silent Stem 4.
Wonder if we get to see that exchange with Rops and Blame in mid in the replays. Just because it was so apparent that Rops was blind and just committed to the spam. I don't know how many chances Blame got, though.
Wasn't it Carrigan closed doors and Rops was just behind him?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Because Rops got the kill with a Galil just spamming.
Yes.
Blinded.
I've taken a look at FaZe's run so far. They've had to play against household names. Cloud9, Falcons, Vitality. Obviously, Cloud9 not who they used to be. Falcons, what can we say about them? And Vitality throwing them around the server. But Fnatic, they played Na'Vi in the opener. They won both pistols, but lost both follow-ups. So in a 13-9 scoreline, they had a bit of an opportunity. Played Rebels, owned them, and BB Team as well. That was 13-11 on Nuke.
Look at this one. This is a little unusual. A more shallow A main smoke, and just hoping that Nork boosting up Crims gets a sightline onto that cross for the A player. Now, Rops is playing it passive, Rug, so a silent dismount after no particular success on their venture there. And so that's not... I mean, this is what we want to see from CT sides, right? Is these kind of...
You need to be creative.
Creative openings.
Well, there's going to be 4 individuals for Fnatic ready to defend their honor in middle.
Flash, and it's good from Natus, P250, Rain 1. Frozen hunting, runs into an MP9, overlooks, doesn't expect so many bodies to be in middle. Now they've lost the bomb and likely the round. Rops has managed to burrow into egg, but that will be considered and held. Body towards the Nico position, Brokey coming in from top mid.
Well, right now, because mid's blocked with the smoke, you kind of have to hit the pause. So Rops going for a long rotation because of the time waiting for Brokey to have it cleared, and then he can start searching as well. But Crims is going to be behind Rops, so this should be a free kill for Rops.
Okay, but
a lot of damage.
38, and also even less as far as the time goes on the clock. Brokey does retrieve the bomb. Where do they pivot? Gosh, running to B is going to probably feel like the best option. They're going to assume A is going to be occupied. Nice position, reposition from Blame. Brokey, takes him down.
One more to deal with.
Nork. A lot of responsibility on this exchange. Down after the one. Rops can come up clutch, and regardless, FaZe with a second to spare, get the bomb down, and still not safe for Fnatic.
Noisy.
Rops, health discrepancy, tries to burrow behind the pillar, ready for this engagement. Body on the other side of things. Nice headshot, and they turn it around. Fnatic fumble a 2-man advantage.
Oh, you think that... I love the fact that they decided to play off of the bomb, because we know how that can go wrong, right? If you're sitting on it, holding the angles, it becomes very clear for the T's what they need to worry about is they're going to scoop that back up. So they gave it up, but they just... I thought they positioned themselves well.
It looked good.
It did, but I guess they started searching everywhere. Crims getting caught off by Rops in spawn, obviously having no idea that he had infiltrated. And then Nork pushes down towards Dark, so he doesn't know where Brokey could possibly be. Well, they should have known he was top middle because he was throwing nades. Who was the player in Temple in the elevation? It felt like that should have definitely been his kill. He got the jump on Brokey in that exchange.
Yeah, no. I mean, if I showed you that round when Rops is heading towards heaven, Brokey smoked off top mid, and there's 4 people on the bomb in middle, you'd struggle to explain how they lose that.
Yeah, look, I know it was just a partial investment, but FaZe have pulled that one off magically. And this is a miserable start for Fnatic on their map choice. Sure, they're on the CT side.
That was just their first opportunity, you know.
Yeah, well...
Squandered. Let's see what the AWP does.
Nork will be starting over towards B with Mattis. Body as well. Blame F mid, Crims towards A. AWP posted up on Jail. Might even start searching, but this is direct. This is all in towards the A side.
Let's see what you got, Crims. Nothing but a bullet between his eyes. Rain owns him. What a lovely pace change. Now, is there a finish off the back of that? Looks like there will be. Frozen smokes out Cam. What are you going to play in front of that? But he's alone on this. Some diligent util, the incendiary to be brave. Through the HE, Rops thinks twice. And yeah, I don't fancy Fnatic's chances.
Save?
Probably.
A beautiful shot from Rain there. And really, that should be it. There's still the possibility to layer more smokes towards Cam. So that'll just buy more and more time. So for Fnatic in a number disadvantage, losing a round like this, it's pretty tough. I like the calling from FaZe early.
I was about to say, from an IGL to an IGL, you could admit that that was like, what a perfect time for it when you know that they've just kind of gotten close in a half buy. A sudden pace change into the A anchor, and Crims, he's just going through his protocols. He's just, you know, putting out second incendiary, ready to set up for the defense.
Well, you look at it, right? So the T's basket control smoke is landing. He's hearing it hit the ground like, well, obviously they're not just going to swing.
They wouldn't do that.
Why would they do that?
Rain, nice little opening.
So at the moment, you look at Rain with the pistol round, massive 4K, and Rops as well. In 2 rounds, well, one was the gun round, one was the with the save and the partial investments, finding impact. So dreamy, as Keita will take this opportunity to get on the microphone. First tactical timeout called in the series.
Yeah, but Crims Vet not going to let anything like that kind of get under his skin. Perhaps, you know, more of the rookies would find that frustrating and let that impact the rounds that precede it.
But now, what do you do if you're Fnatic, right? When the next rifle round comes into play, do you start heavier, eh? And it will be now because of the saves. But the thing that you need to just keep in mind is the first rifle round, they started 3B, 2 mid, nobody acknowledging the A site. Then the next, they start 1A, 1 mid, but Body was already floating B as well. So right now, I feel like I'm Fnatic. I want to try and throw some aggression into the mix to dictate the tone of the round, because right now, Karrigan is calling circles around you.
That T-stairs smoke would already have you getting a little bit more sketched out, but they did primarily just go for like a Rugs advance. So I'm intrigued what the play will be. I mean, I'm sure knowing Crims, you would say, I'm fine, boys. That won't happen again.
That's the same stance they opened with on the first gun round. So 2 middle, 3B, but this time with the B aggression, going to push out B main.
Karrigan. No, nothing. Oh, and Mattis down 2 to Frozen. This is abysmal for Fnatic. And now, what is Body supposed to do? Goes down to Rain. Everyone winning their duels. A messy skirmish on the B-bomb site. Naught going to feel a bit foolish about that opening death as well.
Save.
Yeah, but no warp to be saved. That was irretrievable.
Oh, the hunt's already on. Goodbye.
Oh, God, Karrigan, let's go.
He's entering B and already hunting T-spawn. Off the leashes. We've seen this one before. Crims, last man standing, waltzing around Anubis, checking out the hieroglyphs, wondering what time the tour starts, as he'll be deleted as well. How long's this one been going for?
Yeah, no, it's just rapid, isn't it? This is a quick start from FaZe Clan.
Do you want the positive?
Have you got one?
Because of the saves, they're able to buy again.
Okay, that's positive.
Second tactical timeout from Fnatic.
I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Just at the moment, it doesn't feel like they've had anything to dig their teeth into. Just a strong start, bar the skirmish in mid that they did not unable to convert in the 2v4. Take a look at these openings as well. Look at that opening duels from FaZe Clan. 5 out of 6 rounds, they've been the one to draw blood first.
They're not giving you much play-by-play to do right now, are they?
Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm just enjoying seeing FaZe give us a little T-side Anubis demonstration. This is just how potent this side can feel. Admittedly, it certainly helps when Rops and Rain have been having no issues in their individual duels. A lot of the duels we've been seeing from Fnatic's POV, and you can see the margin for error is slim when these guys are on. Okay, they're going to start Nork on A. A mix-up, a change-up. Brokey actually posts up, and there you go. Nork takes first blood.
And this is the most default-looking round I think we've seen out of FaZe so far. So with the number disadvantage, how do they piece this one back together? A flash from Karrigan to set up Rob's. Basket's control will be taken and was given. Now they're going back into the round openers that we've seen from Fnatic, but it just started with a little bit of different flair. BlameF having to operate close middle with the MP9. We'll see how that factors in. But FaZe are still continuing towards A. They're not deterred by the AWP. They have enough utility to be able to execute.
Crims is just playing for retake, I think. He's just, yeah, because he's responsible for middle as well.
The thing is, when you get the AWP opening, you would feel they have to use utility to take the space.
That's
so
fair.
that you would expect tells from FaZe Clan, and well, here they come.
Crims spots him out. Supporting flash from Body. Body gets onto the scene, but put down by Rain. Oh. Bounces a nade off of the Swede of Crims. This already feels like a hard retake. Crims has a go. Rain has the angle. Another kill for Rain. Fakes the drop. 10 kills already.
Save.
Yeah, again.
What a miserable fate for Fnatic.
Miserable's the word. You even got your opening there. Just as we were discussing, perhaps that would lead to a more promising sign. It's just looking too well drilled.
It's a game of your nightmares right now.
Yeah, truly.
Well, 7-0, running away with things. This is not what I expected whatsoever. I thought Fnatic would put up more resistance than this. Oh, he should get the AK for his troubles, Blame. Exit kill added to the tally.
If I was on the coaching mic, you know what I'm saying?
You've only got one more timeout. You want to use it now?
No. Do you know what I'm thinking?
Yep.
I'm thinking we can work with 7-5. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
7-5.
There he is.
That's a respectable half.
Isn't it just?
But I do also want to see some more of that aggression. Don't be deterred, okay? We got an opening pick there. We just over-rotated,
we got
perhaps.
6, 10. We have 11 kills in 7 rounds of play.
Yep. Maths isn't mathing. Nork is AWPing. Let's see if Rops is brave enough to try and test him, and he is, but the flash is perfect. Oh, and Crims is there. The backup goes down. The bodyguard
can't hit the broad side of a barn right now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. Lovely little flash setup to find and manufacture an opening. Ooh.
But it's just the basics they're going through. It's not anything crazy.
No, but everything basic is working.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, God, it's so good! Flash through it, punish Body in dark. Now Mattis has to step up, and he's delivered. Lovely work from Mattis, unable to weather the third. Maybe they give this a look in. Blame's on the site. No kit. At least not on their bodies, and that'll be it.
Save.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Body, look, this is just from the type of moves I've seen him make, classic in-game leader moves. It's like, this is coming, I need to be in this position, you're playing so far ahead. So you need to be more selfish sometimes. In-game leaders are the least selfish players in-game leaders should be the least selfish players that you have.
But it's one of those, especially that exchange you just had there on Dark or Connector. It's so common. Every single person who's played a bit of Anubis on that B-bomb site when that molly's thrown in and you've already got that smoke, it lulls you into this false sense of security. You know, you're like, oh, I can play in front of this. They'll never expect this. And suddenly, of course, he's either a clear of the smoke or a flash in your face and a big Norwegian charging in, putting you in the dirt.
Yeah, and it's also the one that he had on A where he was coming over to assist Crims, but Crims is playing to like heaven, which he should have been the one more established on the site while Body's trying to set him up, and it operates in a different fashion. So sometimes you do just have to give over that territory. They lose absolutely everything.
Nice.
Fnatic will use their third tactical timeout.
I don't blame them. I mean, I would too. You just can't. I'll tell you now. You can't lose another round if you want to have a voice on Anubis.
Well, they can continue to buy.
That's something. That is to be celebrated.
Oh, aren't we all?
Keep a stiff upper lip and try and get your head straight. I mean, it has felt like they can't, no matter what they do, whether it's, starting Nork on A or Crims there on his own, it feels like whenever FaZe wanted, they've been able to take it. Same could be said about B. I guess 8-0, it speaks for that efficiently.
This is where I want to see the class out of FaZe, not getting ahead of themselves and just going crazy aggro, making sure they keep it together, nobody getting overzealous. Because, yeah, again, you said 7-5, 8-4, still manageable. That's likely what Keita just said.
Hello. Canal's clear. Matt is bait. Body ahead of that smoke. but Carrigan's calling his boys into something B-centric.
Yeah, to me, it looked like Fnatic picked this map thinking FaZe were going to do a lot of mid-centric plays based on the setups we saw earlier, and that just hasn't been the case. This is the Contact B again.
Contact B, Natus. Ooh, doesn't even get one. Blame F does deliver in combination with Body. This should be their round. Blame catching Frozen. Slows them down. They'll press tab, they'll see. Brokey and Rops remain. Rops likely was Rugs. Crims acknowledges that with a little advance of his own up mid. Gets doors control.
We have seen a 2v4 go wrong already.
No, it's not.
This one is a whole lot more fortified in terms of the weapon department. If Naught gets a kill as they come knock on the A bomb site, should be done. Should be dusted. Should be no issues whatsoever. If Naught goes down without the frag, Brokey can smoke camera, they can molly heaven, and they can set up for a very winnable 2v3.
It's going to be this AWP head-to-head. Brokey will peek into heaven. And that shadow advantage, all Nork needed. Removes one of the two. Hobbs gets himself across towards that bomb plant. Fakes it out, tries to punish Nork.
Oh, he got hit.
He's off the bomb, yeah. Wallbang through the thick stone.
He's not winning this.
Most definitely. Jim's coming in for the flank. Yo, looks good, looks deadly. And Fnatic break their silence. 9 rounds into our first map.
And that Contact B seemed very 50-50, didn't it? The amount of damage being done, but the CTs do prevail this time round. So Fnatic finally waking up and putting something on the board. This is it. Look how crazy that looks from the camp perspective. Just all these bodies. And Body, one of them staying alive. Blame F with a double.
Okay, now you're showing off. Oh, come on. That's beautiful. Cinematic.
Yeah, I think it illustrates the tell that Nork had coming his way quite perfectly. 2-1-2 CT start now.
Rain just dropping in. Wants to make a quick arrival, and Incendiary will force him into the corner.
I wonder if in all the chaos they heard the cinch, because he did take a slight lick of damage.
Here comes that flash and push again. Body. Oh, he gets them both. Good find. Rob's clear to fight. Body doesn't have to acknowledge it now. Mattis and Body combine. That's what you wanted to see. An ace between the two of them. Mattis and Body working together to get all 5.
That one should inspire a little bit of confidence right there, because the individual's just shutting it down. Right, they were under pressure. Body, I think he was still in the spray from the first kill, and Rain steps into it, trying to revenge Carrigan's death. Avenge, not revenge.
Same thing.
You win this one. FaZe's bye for the final round will be rough around the edges. It's amazing how quickly you can wash away an 8-0 start, right? If they end the half with 4, win the pistol, closes that gap very, very quickly. Starting A again for Fnatic. And really harassing middle. They don't want to give away this territory. Flame Molly back, takes 40 damage for his troubles. But exchange of flames, Crims can drop another. This will stagnate and stall the play. Here they come again.
Oh, wasn't ready for that one. Flame somehow gets away. Should be dead to the wallbang. So low. Molly and bullets have found him.
Nade might do it.
It could. Flame down to the nade. Nice find from Frozen.
I like that smoke being dropped. And I like this aggression from Body. Looking well. Oh, now Fnatic 4v4, a real chance.
Frozen is holding this. A nice pre-aim. Perfect place crosshair. Finds the head of Frozen. Good timing on the incendiary as well. Looking good for Fnatic. An overextension from Body could give them a way in, but he's managing his angles well. Hasn't peeked into Brokey just yet. Now a smoke from Mattis.
Oh, wow.
They have got nothing. Nothing for FaZe. A clear and go. Body safe. Played this well. Molly to force him out. Crazy that Brokey finds him through the smoke. Just a slight commit to the spray. Through the flames. Rain down. Brokey has to plant if Mattis can get him off it, but covered by Rops and doesn't want to overextend. Waits for his teammates. Nork and Crims, and then still gets isolated. It's Rops. An important headshot. Brokey and Rops to wrap this one up. They've already closed down a numbers disadvantage. Can they win this one? Ooh, awkward, awkward. It gets awkwarder. Fnatic crumble despite what looked like a very strong and comfortable start.
Well, Robs has come to play today, hasn't he? And Mattis, you said waiting for his teammates. He was until he wasn't. He felt like he had done the right thing, staying alive, but maybe worried he was going to get pushed, overextending, now making it a 2v2, a difficult round for Fnatic to get back into, and what could have been 8-4. Now the best they can muster is 9-3. Still money for the buy as they actually opt in for the double AWP. It's BlameF on the secondary.
Quick B, look at that, just running out. Ooh, info, nice from Frozen. Good nade. Frozen, not shy, still peeks, and Matty gets himself an opening. Crims as well. And now revenge is found as Robs is stubborn for that control.
Nork's pushing A main, so with his aggression, has a lot of early info. If FaZe try and return, I don't think they'll flash him off the line. He should be good for the opening kill.
They've pushed B as well, so Nork hyper aware that this could be coming. Expect a flash though.
You reckon? Oh wow, I can't believe it.
Just like that, Nork goes down. Rob sets up Rain for success. Into the A site, Rain pushing.
Oh, missed smoke for camera.
They can still play around it. Silver lining on that. Ooh, Blame on the AWP, ready for the most pushed up player, given an AK by Rain. And that smoke, they will play around it. So body coming in from main. Crims coming in to join towards Heaven side. Oh, Rob's just looked away. Some space now for body, starts to advance. Carrigan just getting shots out. Nice work, body one. Can't come up clutch. Rob's denied by Blame. And Fnatic leaving with a meager but workable 3. It's not the 8 or the 7 that we were talking about, but it's still better than what could have been. You know, winning 3 of the last 4 rounds of play.
This is a scoreline that I feel is quite familiar for FaZe in matches against top 5 teams, but the other way.
Okay.
And then I always see them go into the second half. They lose the pistol. They force. Game over. So let's see if Fnatic can avoid that same type of a fate. A few rounds there to inspire a little bit of confidence, but this is going to be a tough match to grind back into. Take a quick check of the notes. This is their map choice. Coming up next, we do have Ancient, and the third and final, if we need to go there, will be Inferno. Now, Fnatic have played both Inferno and Ancient. Nuke would be the third map in the best of ones. This is the first time Fnatic are jousting in the best of 3s for the RMR Group A Europe side of things. Perfect World Major on the horizon.
I've just remembered that Fnatic, of course, bar Nork, were the ones that had that crazy overtime affair versus M80 on Anubis.
Yes, exactly. So they've got their reps in.
Yeah, they definitely got their reps in. Just a casual 37-34 scoreline. Don't know if this one's going to take so long.
A gamble set up as well from FaZe on the pistol.
That's a lot of responsibility for Robs.
It's not crazy to see, like, pistol rounds things can be a bit more out of the box, but yeah, Robs is going to be under a lot of pressure. Hits the first, clean as you like.
That was lovely, just not flustered.
Bomb spotted as well.
Tracks body, smoked off, bomb spotted, so Robs knows he's got a lot of work to do here. Holds the line, peeks back in, doesn't hit the first or the second, but he's stubborn, sticks around, keeps trying to hit some shots. Mattis finally brings him down. Now Carrigan takes his place. BlameF got a lot of bodies in front of him. And now denying the plant, Mattis goes down, broke his aggression. They don't give him a second to breathe, a second to establish the plant. Instead, they just run into the site, they overwhelm, and there's nothing left for Fnatic bar 1. Crims, supposed to be the last and late arrival, instead left without even the bomb ticking.
Great response time from FaZe there. Loved the decision-making, and Rops also, as soon as his teammates, they throw the flash and he steps out, puts his life on the line, buys the space, they come charging in and should be dealing with Crims in a moment. The fact that 2 of them are up towards Fountain. Double swing, they can hear him stepping, waiting for him to take sight contact first, and then they'll pop on out. Well, they don't need to. Roki with a tidy shot for staying alive. And
sometimes you just get that beat stuck in your head, you know?
can't believe Arabsim found a twitching foot of a dead corpse. Of a dead, of course, well, yeah.
Yeah, they're on their A game today.
I don't think you...
A living corpse. Yeah, that's like zombies, isn't it? Yeah, I can't help but feel like maybe that temple smoke would be better off in cam, just to stop Brokey pushing as quickly and aggressively as that. Only on pistols, but...
Yeah, well, they've rotated a lot of players through Heaven as well, it felt like, so...
Yeah. Well, I'll...
They had to take 2 essential Falicos, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, guys...
Ancient.
That's the next map. It's green.
Different kettle of fish our FaZe than the other opponents.
It is good to see this form, though, against a team like Fnatic, right? So if they only struggle against the top 5, your Vitalities, your Navis, your MOUZes. Well, actually, the MOUZ conversation's a curious one. Well, I won't include them in that conversation. It's another one that also, you know, could go here, there, or anywhere at the moment. Let's throw G2 in the mix, shall we?
Yeah.
But against the bigger names, if that's where they struggle, okay. You do want FaZe locked in for the major. And winning this match will do exactly that. Oh, 30 seconds, guys. You have to come through.
Frozen has handled that one pretty damn well. Blame last to fall. FAMAS. I was going to say I was going to be retrieved, but I think they'd rather have the MP9 yet. Couldn't quite get to it in time.
Well, when you see the full eco, you know what follows. The AK-47s, at least 4 of them. Natus on the Galil. Need the extra utility to work with. This is it, Fnatic. If there's any conversation about your map choice, needs to start now.
Nork could have a head-to-head immediately. Rain doesn't choose to swing. Nork running straight in, gives it a couple of shots. Warning to Rain. Forced back by the flame. Nice work. Rob's down. Heavy damage inflicted by that.
So felt pressure so far, connector and A main. So very standard for Fnatic with their openings. And you want to try and force out this CT util, make sure they rifle through it quite quickly. That's going to make these sites a whole lot easier to take as the rounds progress. Minute 9 on the clock. FaZe feeling that likely to be the A finish or potential A split with their setup at the moment. Nice nade. Blame chunked in a big way. Does look like Fnatic, however, have their sights set on B. So mid pressure, all just to hold them in place.
It's not going to be comfortable for the Frozen and Rain crossfire here. They're heading their way, but still actually a full belt of nades. Oh, Frozen, perfectly timed incendiary. Nork pushes through. Rain gets one, gets the second in combination. That Frozen Rain, it can hurt.
Oh,
spamming in the smoke, finds Carrigan on rotation. Natus allowed to get the bomb down. He has to beat Blame in a mid-range fight with an MP9. Oh, never mind. He's lost Brokey as well, so Robs really has got no options available to him.
You don't really want to be saving this either, so let's see, Robs.
Get an AK.
Oh, hanging around for damage. Does Blame check him? He's above. Oh, no, he doesn't. That means his teammate's going to go down. Blame likely to get the trade here. Robs won't be holding onto that AK. And that's a bit frustrating if you are body in that situation. But look, I thought that the util timing was pretty damn good from Frozen, but the player spurting through, getting that opening kill onto him with the sight, helps knock things down. Rain doing his best. A4, maybe he gets the third. I think he ran out of ammo. 1, 2, 9 bullets. Oh, maybe he would have had a couple left. So important from body. And yeah, I don't know what he was feeling there. Did he catch a little bit of vision? Did the smoke pump aside and he saw something more than we did? Either way, forces FaZe down to the eco.
Yeah, you're right. It did feel like it was like nice crossfire and good timing on the util. So I guess just Nork hitting that shot put just a little too much pressure on Rain. Helps their body hits their smoke spam like that as well. Okay, Carrigan flashing Rops out main. Crims fully blind, but so is Rops. Whoops. Just mistimed that.
Still aggressive, still a decent amount of information given. But you don't expect a lot from a round like this from FaZe. Broki's dig, 5-7, Carrigan P250, USPs for the other two. And the U2, it's going to harass the B platform players. And that is with the entry. Can't find the second, but Nork will get the trade, and the house comes tumbling down. Rops last man again. Same play, same position, different result. Body with the Glock sits him down. And it becomes a 6-round game, 11-5. Ooh, Rops is actually invested in an AUG. I know that there are some good angles that you can play over towards A. It's like the reverse of Fishtail.
Yeah.
I don't know what that spot's called.
The reverse of Fishtail? You mean like...
Yeah, because it's on...
Not on the tail.
No. Well, I guess it still is on the tail, but not where you plant. It's on the other part of the tail.
Yeah. Here it comes. No, he's not going to show us. Oh, okay.
Well, he might do.
He's got to throw his smoke first. Yeah.
He will do.
It's the back of the tail.
The back of the tail. Well, it depends on which way you look at the fish.
Oh, God's sake.
The tip of the tail?
I ain't no fishmonger. Blame F going down in his opening venture, caught by Carrigan.
Only Carrigan's 4th kill, and I think 3 of them came in the same round when he entried B. And then he chased Blame F T-spawn for the save.
That's right.
Felt like a very long time ago. But maybe one of the more impactful.
I really kind of want to see them go A main just to see how their clears are on an angle like this. I mean, it's just... It's an angle that he wouldn't be holding if he hadn't have bought the AUG. It's exclusively, yeah, a hard clear to get through. You typically an AWPer can sometimes try that, but Crims, what have you got for us? Oh, it gets the info safely, so that's nice. Rops, he's been noted, and now they can pivot into a regroup for B.
Carrigan might have to drop out the window if he wants to assist this B defense. Frozen and Rain, you get tested again.
Different smoke approach, and he does drop the window. Crims then brought incredibly low. Finished off now. Carrigan, a big find. 4v3, sorry, 5v3. Now the 4th is found. His body brings down Brokey. Carrigan next victim. Natus, big find. Now they can focus on their main body of the assault. Rain on site still.
I don't see a kit.
Yeah, I don't see a real comfortable position for either of these two Ts. Is that bomb half gone? Rain investigating. Natus overlooked, and that's too comfortable. Well played by Rain. Like, he was there the whole time.
Same as Frozen. The B defense, both of them staying alive. So they block them, they make sure that they can't infiltrate the site. They're stuck to positions like Connector and B main. Allows the retake to be a little bit simpler. As 12 found. One more round now for FaZe to pick up their opponent's map choice and quickly move on to Ancient. And even if Keita wanted to try and make some adjustments, not possible. They took all of their tactical timeouts within the first half. So Fnatic just going to have to trust Body and his calls. This time Mattis just charging up Canal. It's going to be A main aggro.
Nice, Mattis. Catches Frozen unawares. Now Robs his aggression unrewarded. Might get caught on the stairs. Crims does go for the fight. Loses out. And already pushing. Whoa, that's the bomb.
That's great.
Massive aggressions from Robs.
That couldn't have gone better.
I have bomb rugs, boys. Brokey trying to provide support. Rain in the meantime, spamming away. Already finds Mattis on dark and Body even susceptible to spam. If Blame catches Robs here. Oh, wow. Nice shots.
This one's over.
Yup, that's Anubis in the bag, and that was Fnatic's pick, so really bleak.
Yeah, it was 8-0 start. Everything was going right for Fnatic. Sorry, for FaZe, not for Fnatic at all. That one's all over, done, dusted. One more map, a quick day at the office for FaZe, or so they'd hope. Major hopes on the line.
And remember, of course, that was meant to be the map that Fnatic were going to do a number on FaZe on. So, not a great start for...
The perfect world European RMRs for the Shanghai Major continue. We got FaZe versus Fnatic and a real comfortable day in the office so far for FaZe Clan. On Anubis it was. Now we're heading into FaZe's territory. And FaZe, of course, runners-up in Copenhagen, Chad. Now looking to get themselves just a spot at the second CS2 Major.
Damn, this happened real quick, didn't it? I thought we were going to have a little bit of a delay to get things underway. But, well, it started fast for Nork too. Gooshed on his A main look. So information, sure, but now the walking wounded as Fnatic would love to get things started with a pistol. Having to play from Temple while his teammates investigate B. The rotation might be too little too late as Rain will just pipe a Glock bullet through and they're in.
Feels too comfortable, too easy. There was no reaction off of Nork's early info.
I guess they thought just a default spread, but FaZe have had intention behind a lot of their maneuvers, and I love this deep molly. That's going to force Natus further back and buy even more time. Flash for body to set these dual Berettas up for success.
Feels bleak. Be one hell of a flashbang push. Rops has vision and Mattis next victim. Good find, maintains Temple control. Crossfire can be held between Donut here and that Brokey box. Nice one from Rain. Again, an impactful pistol. A multi-kill from Rain. First it was 4. Now 3 here to start off Ancient.
Yeah, I like the way that Richard put it. Rain in major form, right? He's flicked that switch. He's going, oh, this is the tournament that I actually like to play. Looking for his 18th. Karrigan's looking for his 19th major appearance. So crazy careers when you think about it. And this will be the 22nd major. So if you're Karrigan and Rain to have attended almost 20 majors apiece, that's insane.
I mean, that's insane, yeah.
Yeah, Crim's on the other side repping 16. But he might have to wait an extra day to book their spot. Fnatic not looking like they're going to be putting up too much resistance here. I know it's only the pistol, but they didn't win a pistol on...
now we're talking.
This is an interesting looking tank. You don't see this set up every day of the week.
I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
Unusual. Look, they're being crafty. I wanted to touch on the CT setup of Fnatic while we have the time. We'll see it in the next rifle round. So Nork, as your AWP, is going to be the flex player. Body's going to be dealing with the B extremity, B ramp. Mattis through Cave is the player that I actually want to keep an eye on. He really thrives around the pushes through the smokes. It's someone that he caught my eye when we first saw him come and play in the Fnatic roster. He's quite proficient. So that's somewhere that Rain is going to have to try and lock him down and make sure he doesn't get out of control. But Rain's in great form right now. Crims to anchor over towards A. And Blame F will be your mid defender. That's the CT setup, what you can expect when we get into the next round. But really enjoyed the calling from Karrigan. Helped so that they were bailed out by individuals in certain scenarios. Yanko, just that last little segment, if you didn't catch it, breaking down the partial buy round that Fnatic coulda, shoulda, didn't win. And the little plays that went wrong to make sure that FaZe held on to a 8-0 start.
Well, Rain's about to get the info. And a kill. How many more? That's only the 2. Crims, long range, good work. Combines with Blame, puts an AK on the dirt. Frozen's going to have to ensure that doesn't fall into enemy hands. As will Karrigan as he farms up $600.
Oh, they want the AK.
Where is that AK?
It's just be on the ledge. Yeah, they should grab it. There it is.
Boom.
Defending it, tooth and nail. FaZe for staying alive. AK retained, and now the buy for Fnatic. What will their opening hold look like? Now, if you're not checking out, I actually think, even though this is bigger names of the orgs, Falcons potentially being eliminated by GamerLegion is one that I think the Counter-Strike world will want to tune into just to see their downfall.
No.
Obviously, Simple coming in, replacing Sampaius. I'm sure he's sitting at home, and maybe a bit like Joe Biden right now.
Yeah, he's probably chilling.
Big smile on his face.
Big smile on his face, having some Serrano ham.
More coherent than he's ever been.
Having a good time. Unlike the Falcons.
Oh, default spread for FaZe. Flash over, body blind, and yeah, the spam tells that he was aggressive.
Oh, not only that, but he was full blind.
So they've allowed Nork to defend A from Donut, while Crims and Blame F have gotten this full mid control, and holding on to it for now are Fnatic. Util, it's just a smoke. So that's all they have left to block with. This is going to get tough for Fnatic, especially if they don't read this rotation and start to assist Nork. Swedes under pressure.
Suspicious smoke. A nice shot. Natus catches Carrigan, clears out the elbow. Rain does occupy for a late trade. Nork trying to play around his smoke. Blame unable to convert. And now Frozen does convert into the site as well. Nork goes down, as will the bomb.
Felt like some of the rounds on Anubis too. They get that opening kill and then they just can't hold on.
Feels like wherever FaZe kind of like set their sights, it's just a matter of time. Get their way in.
And you're back to your save simulator. Surely you're fed up with that from Ancient.
I mean, if I'm...
Hey, Anubis, sorry, we are on Ancient.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's shaking me, Alex.
Yeah, but on the B side as well, like they've been feeling this 3 rounds in a row now, where you're having the conversation about, do we go for this? And even on the pistol, Nork was on an island in Temple, and the boys found themselves in CT, smoked off.
Yeah, so that's just them being out-positioned, out-maneuvered, because they're never in the right place to receive the finish for the rounds. And even when they are, they tend not to hit the shots, so... Ah, dear. Are they going to buy? They can make it possible. Just looks like they're going to hedge, so some light upgrades, loss bonus will help them out big time into the next to make sure that they can have this with the 3 saved M4s, and then the next will be a full investment. Oh, imagine if they put themselves in another 4-on-2 round with the bomb down and they lose. We'll just use the exact same script. We're getting lazy.
Out mid. Not contested immediately. Brokey, eyes on ramp side. Whew. It was threatening. Committing to the spam gives the little window of opportunity for Blames 5-7, but now rotation is forced and their pivot is here held. Crims, little burst. Oh, ooh, doesn't finish off the job. Brokey gets away with the bomb. That was the most important, that the package has made it safely to be. Crims has to scarper over there to ensure Natus has some help. Short smoke lands.
Yeah, Carrigan will just search.
Big, very important duel here. Crims not anticipating someone so pushed up. Natus, high impact round from him.
Just go A.
Double kill. Just go A indeed. There's time to do this. A 40-second round time left, and this cut of noise looks like actually Fnatic are having the same thought. So they're ahead of the rotation here. They might actually have the whole squad there.
I wonder with the time how you feel this out. Noisy now. I think Body would have seen something on the job spot, and they're coming in.
Okay.
Oh, they whiffed the molly and donut.
Yeah, and still hasn't stopped Brokey from getting one onto Natus. Rops is very low HP, but the bomb down all the same. Rops trying to get away and allowed to by Nork. Burrowing into that corner. Oh, Brokey's hit some bangers. Double kill from Brokey. Look at their HP. 20 points of health between the two of them. Not impossible for Body. Not comfortable either. And Brokey on low HP, he seems to get an extra buff. Just instantly hits the head when he's got that low HP. This time not the case. And now the 1v2 taking shape. Oh. Body comes up clutch. Close, but no cigar. Fnatic, get onto the board early.
Okay, so not the same script as map number 1. They're actually able to pull it off. The defuse comes through.
But that was on the script that you thought for a while it was going to be the same.
Yeah, and look, the molly that they missed there, maybe they body blocked each other because that should have been towards CT spawn. It lands in donut behind them and it really removes their choices. Natus with the double, the second on a rain through the smoke. Great shot there from Brokey. But Rops trying to assist. He's actually the first to fall in that fashion. And okay, Fnatic.
Come on. I'm sorry, bias casting for a second. I just was like, I want to see a competitive game.
Yeah, you just want to see it back and forth.
Yeah, let's have a little bit of to and fro, a little bit of tit for tat.
Oof.
Ouch.
And missed elbow smoke, well highlighted. Mid control completely taken. Layering of util towards mid to harass any aggression. You can see those mollies making sure the CTs aren't comfy. You're either aggressive or you got to drop in this static stance and blame F. A nade on his nose. You never want to get caught on that side when the smoke fades, so Blame will relent control, drop back, passive in towards CT spawn, and the nade at Mattis's doorstep as well. So these HEs unconfirmed, but have found great damage.
Again towards A. Crims tasked with this site, and he's actually
just walking
completely left it. The timing is brutal out here. He's going to get shot in the back of the head. Oh, turns around, nearly got his crosshair on the right place.
Still winnable.
Certainly. Blame, however, walks in. Nice shot, finds Frozen. Now awkward for FaZe. Two-man discrepancy. Body and Mattis late to the party. Robson Brokey boosting. Burrows in just in time, so unnoted.
Nort can smoke the bomb.
Flash from Mattis. Flash is great. Brokey completely blind. Lovely work. Body and Blame come through Temple. Successful. Body closes it down. Double kill for the IGL. And Fnatic make it a one-round game.
Yeah, these little naughty contacts from FaZe saying they're used to great success on Anubis, just waltzing in towards that B bomb site and taking Jules. Well, Crim's fortunate that he wasn't just offered up for free. Sure, he goes down, but at least it's at a point where things are getting awkward. He does get the exchange, him and Nork locking down Donut, and then the retake, nice, well handled. Not too much they can do in that 2v4 situation without any territory and keeping things calm. Oh, no. Did he say Harosh?
He did.
He's a Frenchman.
Yeah. Bilingual. Well,
you'd hope so.
Definitely bilingual, unless everyone's learning French.
Oh, B-pop. It's going to be smokes on the site. No flashes.
Okay, yeah, which is crazy because that position from Mattis is very susceptible to a well-placed flashbang, so he's going to be living his best life at the top of the ramp. Body spotting, Carrigan burrows deep, gets full cave control. Now they start to advance. It should be comfortable for the B players, and Mattis looking very much so. Spots the tip of the head of Rops there and still goes down. So good shot from Rops on the Tech 9, but Carrigan down, spammed away. Rain doesn't really have the health for much, and so nice hold. I mean, that's always a very good sign of life for a CT side of Ancient. When the Tech 9s, the Deagles come their way, they can swat them away like pesky flies.
Yeah, beautiful work. And now it feels like we have a game of Counter-Strike, doesn't it?
Yeah, bit of a bank as well, accrued for Fnatic. They'll have a little bit of some liberties to buy again if FaZe find a way in.
Okay, so now FaZe are going to have to start working hard for these rounds. So let's see what the call is. We've seen them go for these openings that are quite heavy middle with a lot of harassed utility. Doors and elbow smoke thrown. See if it lands this time round. Looks to be the case. 3-2 split. Fnatic starting nobody A. Really want control. Really want this fight. Does Blame coming through.
Charging. Spotted. Executed. Rain down early. First blood drawn. Blame. Set up for success, and he thrives. Mattis, despite the man advantage, is actually considering and flirting with a bit of a ramp push, and it's perfectly timed. Carrigan, just before the smoke fade, just before Brokey could have vision onto Mattis, he advances. Down now, though.
Yeah,
good find from Brokey.
I like this from Fnatic. Now they can reset. Make sure that you're playing for information, and then you can group up with your teammates once you understand what FaZe are looking to end with. But map must feel extremely small for FaZe at this point. You know they went full mid-press and B lane. They have control of that. They have info, so can you return to it? Well, they don't think so. Brokey, Rops, Frozen, three of them. Grouped up in A main and might just contact out again.
Yeah, and Crims has got the perfect angle to spot this when they're contacting.
You two.
You should get a small shadow indicator. And what sound cue's heard. Yeah, gotta get out of there. Donut smoke lands and he plays behind it, so giving them some space.
You'll take the plan.
Oh, incendiary on the corner. That will make it a little more awkward for Brokey. Finds an alternative, but that's susceptible to spam. Well played here by Fnatic. It's taken shape. Looking for them to take the lead. Rops, however, still got a chance to try and find that bomb plant. He's worried about Donut. The smoke's now faded. Oh, goes down. Missed AWP shot. Oh, it's falling apart. Rops gets two. Still, though, time is of the essence. Blame cannot disrupt this plant. And Frozen catches Blame as well. 2v4. Fnatic fumble. Unless Crims can save him, Rops doesn't have to move a muscle. Frozen has his cross. Peek on my contact, he says. Crims does take that contact, was ready for the transfer, doesn't have it. Rops the restraint on that swing. And it's a 2v4. Fnatic unable to convert a two-man advantage.
Well, the tale of the tape, the story of the stats is that Rops has been missing throughout this RMR, and he showed up on Anubis, and he's doing the same here on Ancient. That was massive work from him. The first shot onto the Donut player was a one-tap, then flicks around, kills the CT player. So great work from the Estonian. Round shaping up very well for Fnatic. They get what they were looking for. And even the fact that Brokey left with few options for the plant, they're able to mow him down. Frozen lets out a roar. A big round to win, but money still a little bit rough around the edges for FaZe. With only one player staying alive, it means that Rain and Kara are going to operate with some Mac 10s.
I wonder what Rain does with that. He's got a decent spawn for anything kind of quicker towards B.
Maybe they really just fight for this B lane control with 3. Right? The thing is, your AWPer won't be able to cover Heaven because it tends to be smoke. Okay, maybe it's just going to be all in towards B. You get harass nades in middle from Frozen so they can't jump up Heaven. He's molly Tetris. Boost the AWP up.
Three. Starting middle. Crim's immediately trying to take full lane control around this edge of the smoke. Rain's not ready for that at all. Lovely find. Crim's now getting overrun. The AWPer does fall. Carrigan, if he can get that molly out, forces Mattis into the open. This is an all-in, and he still delivers the shots. Doesn't have the bullets to find Robs, but the spam is great. It's Crim's that gets him. And Frozen now noted. Blame should have him. In the red room. Crim's coming in from Heaven's side as well, so his options completely covered off. Mantling up, missed shot. Blame advances, a couple of bursts, just shy. Good work from Blame to close it down, keep it clean.
An important round. It's essentially worth 2 in favor of Fnatic. Loss bonus 2,400 should see the FaZe save. I just thought with the way that FaZe opened up that round, they knew that there was going to be the same pressure as they saw in the previous, trying to exploit the B ramp, but the AWP sounds off with the opener, and it does really stall things out. So a good second tempo for Fnatic, right? They've gone for the control, but they haven't just like run in, W keys out. They've taken the space, waited, and then swung and taken the jewels. Double mid molly. Oh, molly's everywhere. Lane, ramp, so full control again for Fnatic. Just need to make sure they don't put their head in the vice of the digs. Carrigan searching up ramp, has so much space early, but Body seems aware it's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a 1v1 for Carrigan, and he actually wins it. Holy moly. A nice shot.
It felt like Body was communicating that as a possibility as well, and Natus just made a... Okay!
Bloody hell, they've got A. They've actually got A. How's Brokey hit that one onto Nork? That was a country mile.
That was an AWP.
Yeah, AWP v Deeg.
What's happened there?
Tap, straight to the face. Damn, Brokey.
Come on, you just put them right where you want them,
At it
Fnatic.
again.
Well,
with the blue
it's still
Deeg.
2 Glocks and only 2 Deagles. This is tough. This is still tough for FaZe.
Oh, feels tough for Fnatic somehow. There it is, Crims. Activates with a lovely double. Even hard for Robs and Rain to get anything more. Forget the Robs D. Gets the Rain flank I'm looking at, but he's just a little too slow. Not planted for him either. Won't be able to get him off the bomb in time. Mattis just holding it. Ooh, a couple more seconds. And it gets very awkward. A Glock as well. Had that been a little Tech 9, perhaps, a chance to go a bit more proactive about it. But Fnatic, they do stabilize. This is a little topsy-turvy at times, but Fnatic, they're making a CT side they can be proud of. FaZe will get their guns back out for round 10.
Yeah, so with a little investment, you'll take that if you're FaZe. I mean, keeping Fnatic sweating.
Nork is definitely wiping the sweat from his brow. Doesn't feel good saying, yeah, they're on A. Yeah. They're on A. Somehow he's done that.
Looks like they want to fight mid. FaZe coming through.
Okay. Frozen eats the nade, but does get out. Is there a clear from Crims? No, doesn't. Just throws out util from red side. Pushing. Matt is charging. Oh, that's a lot of info. That is a huge amount of info. With Rain now down, they can call B lane clear. Donut smoke, deep red. Molotov comes in. Blame F. Maintains Donut control. And they're gunning for this. Blame. Oh, so blind, but no one's looking. He nearly gets 2. Frozen a scrap of HP after his exchange. Mattis versus Robs on the jump up. Nice headshot, clean from Robs.
That's not easy.
Nor is this from Body. he knows he has to maintain their pivot to B, and he has the angle.
That's a pressure smoke, but they're going to push.
Dangerous game, dangerous game. Backing their aim. Don't forget, Frozen low, so Brokey, doesn't win his duel, it gets even worse. Now Norxorb goes searching. That's not easy either. Nails a shot. Just the top of the shoulders of Frozen.
A main push. This is perfect from Crims.
Yeah. And they're very divided, so Brokey losing this bomb will seal the round for a 6th for Fnatic.
Oh, if he tucks in, Crims won't clear him.
Nork, not another one. He's
not
ready. He's not ready. Not ready. Brokey takes him down. I don't think he's pulled the trigger on his back-to-back rounds. Unable to get the juices flowing.
Well, the bomb will go down. They know that Crims is the A holder, so Brokey will plan it nice and open. Not going to be default whatsoever. They know that the pressure might be a distance away.
Okay, what's the post plan? Do you divide and conquer? Looks like Rops is sticking around and Brokey playing down ramp for the potential on lane.
Yeah, can't go too far. You don't know exactly where Crims is. So coming in through CT spawn, Crims has got his work cut out for him, and I think he's going to call it off and look for the save. The discussion regarding the finances, the loss bonus about to be 1,400. He's going to look to save the AWP for Nork.
Oh, it's the gaps that FaZe created there. Like, just by cutting noise, Crims obviously pushing a main. They suddenly probably said they could have gone donut. They could have slipped out.
Yeah, but I feel like the same thing happened on Anubis. The team just feels like they have a lack of awareness of what's possible. And look, the gaps that do present themselves, sure, but you're meant to maneuver into setups that are giving you points of education, not ones that are keeping you in the dark. And it feels like Fnatic are making a lot of these decisions without a great picture. And I don't know if that's comms or if that's their protocol reactions are bad, or what FaZe are doing is not what they prepped for and expected. So it's really just changing up their expectation. But yeah, Nork getting flatlined by a dig, and then the next round just in the open, just searching, not awares of the possibilities. Well, he gets given the AWP again. Maybe he can make the difference this time round. Flame's going to push in towards A main. Nork's AWP over towards B.
FlameF is going for a P250 A main push. Now, Rain's already crossed that line, so maybe overlooked if anyone else comes joining.
They're aware it's a possibility.
Yeah, he's certainly locked onto that, and Brokey will likely clear it. Considers it. And Blame wins the duel. That's a head-to-head. P250 versus Rifle. So fair play for getting something done. But now across. Drops to plant. Looks like they're getting this down. Liggity split.
Yeah, and if you're Nork, you definitely need to hold on to the AWP if you want to have it for the next round, the final round of the half, because of the loss bonus status. So the Deagles can at least poke their nose in. Crims has a kit that was retained. Natus is maybe just looking for an exit. So yeah, trying to bolster the weapons. Get 1900 into the next. It is going to be touch and go.
Yeah, you'd really like that AK-47, but Rops realizes the same. So an A main exit for two of them.
It's more competitive, but it feels like now when we see FaZe, they're going to swap over to the CT side in a moment's time. And let's say they do walk away with 7. They're in control of the game. I think it's positive that at least Fnatic are showing some resistance, which they didn't do on Anubis. But all in all, the conversation stands. FaZe just a handful of rounds away now from locking themselves in for the perfect world Shanghai Major.
Blame tries his luck towards late, pushing through. Oh, down early. Blame with the double, pushes through. Brokey and Rain completely unprepared for that. Frozen not ready for Crim's angle. List is looking perfect for a 6-6 half. Carrigan gets nothing done. Mattis puts him down, and Rob's barely leaving spawn with a whole 5-man squad still alive.
And Fnatic were actually able to be successful with their full B lane presses in several rounds. It was just about holding on in some of the mid rounds, and this one here is just a statement. They just obliterate FaZe immediately. So great work and a very good understanding, and also levels of depth to it. When FaZe were taking big control in previous rounds, you would see the donut smoke as well as Red, and then it'd be mid harass, but they'd go, okay, you can have it, but then Mattis would come out of cave to clear out that B lane with a flash from Red. So multiple ways to skin a count as Mattis will find Rops. Oh, no, Blame F will do it with a scavenge dog. Great round from the Dane. Shutting things down and relative team effort. Just Nork the one. A little bit of a slouch on the defense, but all tied up 6-6. And as we always say, the cliche, the classic, you need this pistol.
Yeah, well, for sure. FaZe, of course, winning that first one. So probably something that they'll be saying to themselves is that, hey, boys, we got 6 rounds, didn't get the pistol, 3-0 down. Some rounds to be celebrated and a couple that it's easy to be critical of. So it's kind of a weird, they kind of balance each other out to an equilibrium.
I think just at the moment it's 3 out of 4 pistols in favor of FaZe. So let's see if they can make it 4 out of 4, because those are massive tone setters. In the best of ones, we use those as a massive metric. You know, you win the pistols, you win a couple of clutches, it's game over. And, well, when you refine, you boil it all down. That's what we're in right now.
Yeah, well, weren't you saying that also Fnatic had won some pistols and then lost some second rounds as well?
So they're experiencing the worst of both worlds in the RMR so far. That was against Na'Vi in their opening game on Inferno. And that game was 13-9. So if they were actually able to convert off the back of their pistols, they could have pushed that game even further. You never know what would happen. You never know how those flow rounds change. And Na'Vi are a class team. Not locked themselves in for the major with a victory over Saw a little bit earlier today. Cloud9 as well. And coming up next, we will have a placement match. Hang around. The desk will be breaking all of that action down for you and letting you know how it'll all unfold.
Interested to see what the finish is. 2 smoke pistol.
Noisy, not making any secret of their presence towards B lane. Looking to clear out middle. Double donut setup, Frozen and Rops. But the util on Crim still outside. Oh.
That's a clean execution.
Well, they want to go B.
Brokey should be set for success here. Oh, couldn't track body. Nice movement there. Bounces his head off of the door frame. Molly limits Carrigan's confirmation of presence, and the bomb now going down. That's it. So that was very aggressive, but traded by body. Some high impact on his Glock. Gets his double kill.
There was a flash there. It must have just been too deep. Maybe landing directly above Carrigan's head.
Still, though, very much up for debate here. Cave needs to be cleared out. Low HP on one of them. And no, nice proactive jiggle from Body, but he doesn't hit the shots. Scary, very scary. Cave goes down. Now they'll start to hold it. He has to hit this shot. Frozen closing the gap. Long range as well with a USP, and Frozen connects. Gets the double, gets the pistol. Fnatic unable, empty-handed in these pistol rounds.
They are going to get another chance tomorrow, assuming this continues to go in the way it is to try and qualify for the major. And I thought Body, you know, really done a great job opening up the account. He's had a few impactful rounds so far for them on Ancient. The Frenchman.
Nice. Sick there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And for FaZe, this is taking care of business, right? This is getting the job done. These are one of the top names in Counter-Strike, the level of expectation that they will be at the major. As an org, I think they're looking for their 14th appearance. Only got involved in the major circuits as of 2016. Obviously, FaZe more synonymous with Call of Duty than Counter-Strike, but the Counter-Strike team, the first to piece together these super teams. Right? You've got your Olofs, your Guardians, massive names under that roof. Well, the plant does facilitate the force buy. Blame afforded an AK-47. MAC-10's Deagles, util to work with. Fnatic. Can you bite back with something of your own? Insta for red, flashes at the ready. Blame will have a look.
More than a look, a full search, a full press. Gets out mid, smokes out Donut, so already there's going to be some question marks for FaZe Clan.
And FaZe have bought for the Force because it's very rifle heavy. They haven't gone SMGs and tried to clamp down and win the duels early. They're actually going to play at range. So they're giving all this space to Fnatic. This is a choice from FaZe Clan.
MAC-10 from Crim's going to draw the fire. Nork throws out this smoke behind back red. Forced into the fight with Crims. Needed that one. Still forces the fight, but it's Frozen who leaves with 2. Robs on the back of Brokey. Peeks out, finds Body. Nice work and comfortable in his collection of the A side of the map. Now, Nork had the bomb, so we're going to wait for Blame to work some magic with this AK. Clean with the first, finds Frozen. Robs, however, catches Nork and the bomb now spotted. Rain and Carrigan spring to action to rotate. And Robs down to Blame. Is he going to make this hero rifle into a round? Work cut out for him.
Oh, Carrigan's closed the door. He can't pivot all the way back.
30 seconds, Blame. So much uncertainty, and getting this bomb down is going to be a real tough task now with Rain so close to Temple.
Oh, he might thread the needle and go B.
Yeah.
There is time.
Oh, this is the play.
Carrigan's caught him.
Oh, wait, just behind, just in time. You get lost him around that corner, it becomes a much more favorable clutch for Blame. Good awareness from FaZe, and they do get past and through that force buy.
All right, well, should be 9. Likely to see just some pistol upgrades for Fnatic into round number 15. Some good shooting from Blame, but not enough. As now for FaZe, the job in this round is just keeping as many alive as possible. Try and deny that bomb going down. There's going to be 2,900 as the loss bonus going into the next, but grouping up and heading straight towards the A side. 2 players in Donut and the fast rotation of Brokey. Oh, it was looking like it. He just head back towards the B side. So it will be Robs alongside of Frozen to close this one.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage onto Rob, so he'll think twice about sticking around, but
Planning of the smoke.
getting
Lovely.
that bomb down's nice. Woo, just about. Blames Deeg. Trying to get a couple more frags. And does nail the first. Finds Brokey ahead of the play. The rest of them still just arriving now on site. Robs was low thanks to Mattis and the Glock. Blame brought low. 50 HP. Carrigan clears it out.
Okay, well, actually decent round from Fnatic. 2 kills, the bomb getting planted. A success. We'll see who wants to drop Nork the AWP. Blame can do exactly that, but okay, they're going to operate with 5 AK-47, so I was going to say would have had no utility to work with. As oh, we have a technical timeout.
Yeah, Rain's going to be restarting his game. So he's a system tray launcher. Seen you do that as well.
Oh, you don't do that?
No, I go to the library like a little
Really?
bot. I go to I move like a bot on Steam.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. What do you think Carrigan's thinking about?
He's probably wondering where all of his crystals have gone.
Don't they normally have to be closer to the mouse hand to make sure that his aim is fully charged? I thought that's how it works.
No, you're right. But he's also waiting for the next full moon for a recharge as well.
When is the next full moon?
I'm glad you asked, because I've been doing my research and the full moon.
There's the see there, right next to the mouse hand, the crystals. That's how you make sure that you get the majority of the power out of the stones. You've all seen Thanos.
We're looking forward to December's full cold moon.
Ah, one of my favorite moons. Our moon is my favorite moon.
4 a.m. That's not helpful. December 15th. There you go.
That is the grand final of the major.
Well, well, well. What do you know?
Has Carrigan taken a page out of the Zoomer book? Has he gotten closer to his monitor?
Well, I know he's been kind of grinding his individual form. I feel like as you play more and more Counter-Strike, your monitor ends up...
Get closer and closer.
It does, yeah.
It's because you actually want to be in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking at Frozen's profile. I'm sure there's a lot of them are idle hours, but he has got a crazy number of hours.
Do you know he is the same age as Mattis?
Is he? Yeah, well, he's been one of those kind of young veterans, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he is the young veteran.
He is the young veteran. But he has played 0.9 hours of Black Myth Wukong.
Oh, well, he must have enjoyed it. I think he can still get a refund, actually.
Yeah, at that point.
It's like 3 hours. If it's less than, I don't know exactly. Let me know. But I'm sure someone let him know.
18,788 hours on record. Bloody hell. Wonder how that compares to like a Rops. Because Rops likes this video game as well. Or he did. Hidden. No. Okay. Okay.
Oh, dear. If people are looking for some Counter-Strike to check out, you can head over to the Falcons versus GamerLegion game. That's on the secondary stream, brought to you by Harry and Hugo.
H&H.
Some energy going on. They're in the room just behind us.
Ooh. Ooh. No spoilers, but yeah, it looks like it's a bit of fun over there. Or maybe that's a spoiler.
Well, no. Because fun... Yeah, exactly. That indeed. Well, we've just added a bunch of more teams today to the major pool. Right, we're slowly in pursuit of 24 names. We're over halfway now. Mentioned Cloud9. They went up against Sinners. That one went the distance to 3 maps earlier today. Na'Vi versus Saw was an open and shut case, 2-0 in favor of Na'Vi, who couldn't get it done against MOUZ yesterday, but in the second opportunity, I think JL also said the boot camp wasn't as efficient as they would have liked it to have been, but now they'll have plenty of time. There is the European Group B RMR that's going to kick off on Thursday. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, on Thursday. And then there's essentially a week break before the opening stage of the Perfect World Shanghai Major kicks off. And then we go elimination, then we go playoffs. But
so far, not too many alarm bells ringing for any of the front runners.
None at all. I think Falcons by namesake, but in terms of the actual Counter-Strike they play, pretty miserable.
We'll see how this round fares. We are back from our tech pause. Ooh. Frozen's taken a very early lick. I think a double nade bounced off there by Crimson Blame. Carrigan, here's a lick of the flame. Natus gets across, avoids the nade of Carrigan. Trying to take some of that space. Blame out mid, has full control. Okay, so as far as early, openings go, this is nice.
I love this from Rops.
It's a very powerful position.
It's important as well because mid feels like they've lost control. And the way that FaZe opened in middle, they did the standard molly, but they also did the door molly, and you throw that when you're expecting them to run out of middle, which wasn't the case. Fnatic actually took it on that second timing again. Well, Crims, does he clear Rops? That's the biggest question in the round at the moment. This is where I hate it for the observers, because you know this duel is going to happen at some point. But when?
But usually it's going to happen as soon as something's happening on B.
Yes. Well, Natus applying a bit of pressure towards the B site. That makes you feel that maybe there's some action coming through Cave. But just been flashed, a jiggle from Rain, and noise made in mid. Hey, split.
Yeah, through red seems to be their preference. Brokey hears this, confirms, yep, they're heading CT. Robs versus Crims. It looks like we're about to get this showdown. Oh, he's actually good for a clear. Rob still wins the duel, though. And having a main is going to really bolster your chances of a retake. Jeez. Not if Carrigan's not ready for Nork mid.
Had he skates on, didn't he? He was just hightailing it to try and support this A site. Gives away a kill, and now in this 3v4 situation, Fnatic can hunker down.
Really nice. I mean, that's one of the potencies of hitting A through red, is that you're likely to force a lot more saves if those B players don't have teammates finding frags elsewhere.
I really like that round from Fnatic, though, because FaZe had no answers. Oh, sure, they had A main control, but that was literally it. And Frozen took all the damage early to the flax of the HEs coming through, so he knows that he's walking on eggshells. He can't really be brave with the type of fights that he's looking for, and as soon as he dies, Sight's given up. Ooh. Body. Not going to poke his head around the corner as Rain will sound off. Let him know that he was over towards Cave for the save. But nice round. I enjoyed it from Fnatic. This is the kill. There you go. Side open. You know where Robs is. Rotations are cut off. Frustrations for Carrigan. Understandable. You want to get this done. You don't want to take it to a third. A lot of the favorites, there's more pressure in just qualifying because we know they should be there. For the underdogs and the smaller teams, the smaller regions, it's obviously about securing the stickers. For these teams, it should be a formality.
For sure. Flame loses his head-to-head. Rob, good for one. Rain builds around it. Mattis dead. Rain hits every shot he takes. Lovely work.
Yeah, and Rops has really been here to play, hasn't he? 16 kills. A really good showing on Anubis as well. And the stats coming into this from the tournament showing that he's been having a tough time in Shanghai. Crimson Nork, Swedes. They will get a fight against Carrigan.
More frustrations for Carrigan. Oh, not motivation double. Lovely find. Back the wrong horse on that one. Thought Crims set for a nice hard clear, and Carrigan nails it.
They walk away with 4 AK-47s. Rain getting the upgrade away from the MP9 in the final moments of that one. And you could see again, they went the double mollies mid. I think one of them, well, they played, if they're playing shallow, I guess they're expecting the config type scaling as well. So FaZe lock it down.
Rob starting mid as well. Good for his open up. B. It's the right call at the right time. As they start with a boosted orb. Could catch him off guard, Brokey. Ooh, the flash just as he crosses. So that's nice team play with a nade on top. Brokey now borrowed, safe across.
Oh.
Rain, dangerous game, they're in. Brokey provides and escorts one off the premises. Body onto Rain, gets him back. Brokey good for one, missed shot from North. He's dead too. Solid hold, FaZe, a good read of the situation. They had 3 bodies here and it's worked out brilliantly. Crim play piece. Frozen couldn't finish off the job, puts him onto 13 points of health. An impossible 1 versus 3 for Crims.
We've seen him last alive an awful lot, playing a lot of these extremity positions on Anubis, anchoring that A site. All these B defenders will get mowed down and he's having to try and retake or save, and well, save it'll be again, and now it's about if he even can. Plenty of time to do so. That's the problem. I feel like you may as well have a look, because they will find you.
All right. FaZe Neeson over here. Yeah, Robs is the one that's being given the green light to be active, and Crimson Brokey just maintaining control of that bomb site with the bomb in the center of it.
I really like the way that was handled from FaZe on B. If anyone, you know, has played that site, and you can get quite overwhelmed. So the way that Brokey and Rain played off of each other was great, because, yeah, sure, if the AWP established that position and you walk up contact, it's not a great fight to take down the ramp if you're the CT unless you have the AWP. And I'm not talking about the super deep one. I'm talking more the angle to make sure that they can't get across to position we call Beehive. I don't know what the people at home are calling it. It's a ridiculous name, but for a reason.
Yeah, that little cubby. That ramp.
But,
that
was after time. That's $350. Pack it up. It's been a good day, Fnatic. We'll see how you go tomorrow. And that one right there, if I was at home and nobody was around and I wasn't being filmed and watched by thousands of people around the world, I would punch my monitor.
You would?
I would. The secondary, but it would.
You always go for the secondary?
You never go the main.
Oh, just me then. So that's actually the most agonizing way to lose out on a save, because you get this a boatload of false hope. You're like, all right, here we go. Let's go. Bang. Perfect. Oh, you. Okay, just stretch it out. Yep. Yeah.
That's like most of us.
Yeah, this is very real. It's nice to see they're human, you know?
Ah, dear.
Well, Crims, what does he get? He gets a Glock. Wow. A Glock, no Kev. And Body gets a MAC-10 opener. Frozen down. That's the trade we needed to see. Blame was ready for Robs on red. Natus, a Tech 9 doesn't get him far. Carrigan will punish. Quick pivot. You can see they're heading knives out straight towards A main, knowing there's likely some gaps thanks to their finds in mid. And so Brokey is the only one that's here to receive them.
Here's them.
Here's them now. And just like that, punishes.
That's on Crims too.
Just trying to punt, man. Just wanted to get them extra cash, man. 3,400 for Crims, as they're demanded to go for one hell of a return to form if they wanted to see Inferno. FaZe, 1 single round is all it takes, and they will be securing themselves a spot at the Major.
Just those numbers again. Carrigan looking for his 19th, 18th for Rain. Rops for his 10th, hitting the double digits.
Double digits?
And 5 apiece, about to make it 6 are Brokey and Frozen. The organization. It would be their 14th major. And I think they might just get there.
Mattis aggressive, trying to take some early mid fights, and Brokey's AWP is ready to receive if he goes a step too far. BlameF starting as well, his crawl. Rob spamming away at the red smoke. They are really focused on fighting for middle here. This double donut. 1 red.
Rops is worried about red pressure, and actually Brokey's going to come back over, so I wonder if the two of them look to clear this. He's left Frozen over in Donut. And looking to do it in the safest way possible and exchange of bottles of flames. Oh, and the block. Carrigan playing behind the smoke he's just dropped. Natus will find him. Maybe a round more. Oh, look at the gamble. FaZe is just going to cheat everybody over towards B.
Perfect read. Brokey has sightline here. Good flashback. He can dip into the smoke and potentially peek back out. Just got to catch the right timing here. And ooh, Nork nails it. Gets another as well onto Brokey. A missed AWP shot from FaZe Clan. Robs, just the one. Frozen actually another. There's no way Fnatic let this one go. Oh my god, he's so aggressive. Just pushes through. No one's holding cave. Rob pushes through. But still, it's Nork with his third to keep Fnatic in the game.
You can understand from Fnatic's perspective because they're not ready for the gamble. So you think of Robs, okay, A defender, Frozen towards middle, and at that point both of them activate, and you're like, uh-oh, we're under a whole lot more pressure than we thought. And the call from FaZe is really good too because, like, well, if they go towards A and we lose the round, it's all good. We'll just save. We only need one more. It's not a problem whatsoever. If they come B, maybe, just maybe, we can make some magic happen. But Brokey under pressure between multiple bodies, Rain not being able to get anything, and Fnatic will walk away with their 8.
Good early damage onto their mid setup. Blame F, spotted something. Blood in the water will start his swing. AWP, however, may be going to be a problem. Never mind, Brokey. Back-to-back rounds. We've seen missed AWP from the FaZe AWPer. Oh, Crim's just accelerating. He suspects there's a gap, and he's not wrong. Gets himself towards red. Lots of, you can see Motor Mouth moving. Spam not far off of Robs. Tucked into Cubby. Carrigan the crossfire. Holding and deleted. Mattis, he's been consistently finding some successful fights into cave.
Yeah, well, the way that Ancient's meta has shifted... No, hold up. Rops is here.
Rops is here.
I thought they were about to push on in. Maybe we do get a moment. You don't have anything to execute with if you're Fnatic, just a flash. And a molly. No smokes. Both teams very light on in util. 50 seconds. Hitting the brakes, expecting an aggressive play, but nothing's coming their way. Oh. Oh, it's missed. That could be costly. Shadow spotted.
Oh, he gets info. That's something. That's something. And now Rain hearing the pivot. He's hearing the pivot. He's just going to stand and bang, stand and bang. Mattis first. Oh, lovely. Double out of Rain. Still, though, a man advantage for Fnatic in this fight for survival, but with their knives out, Brokey collects. Blame unprepared for him. And FaZe just one more click of the mouse, and they're off to the major, a 2-0. Fnatic will have to fight another day, but FaZe locked in for the perfect world Shanghai Major.
Job done.
Job done indeed, Chad. And yeah, I mean, look, there was a lot of exaggeration about how shaky FaZe were coming in and what